Stoyan here for TDC Classic Cars. We're out here in the town of Oakville. We're very excited today because we have a special presentation. What we're going to be doing today is we're going to be showcasing the firefighters of Oakville. The town of Oakville, we're here at Oakville Station number 3. Firefighters, we're going to go inside. They're going to take us through the day-to-day operations. We're going to see all the apparatus, the big trucks, the big red machines, meet a few people. They are so integral to our community. Again, we're in Oakville. You're watching TDC Classic Cars. Let's go in and get a tour. Now what we're going to do, we're going to be meeting one of the head bosses here. His name is Gary. He's going to take us through the showpiece room, and then we're going to go through the facility. We got so much more planned, so come on along. Hey, Gary.
Hey.
Thanks for having us today.
No.
Jay Stoyan from the Disability Channel. Again, we're talking outside. We're here. This is Gary's one of the big chiefs. Gary, give us your title, actually, official title.
I'm Chief of Fire Prevention with the Oakville Fire Department.
This is such a great facility, Gary. Like, it's just amazing. You know, great downtown Oakville. You guys must love it here.
Yes. Oh, it's a beautiful hall.
So we really appreciate this opportunity because we know how busy you guys are. So what we're going to do, Gary, I'm going to hand over the reins to Gary because obviously it's his house. So he's going to take us through and tell us all about the great things, all the bells and whistles, all the great things they do for the community. So what we're going to do, we're going to enter their showpiece room and we're going to look at their showpiece vehicle. So Gary, go away, take it away.
So welcome to our history room. And this really shows off, you know, our pride, the history of the Oakville Fire Department. And what you see here right now is our pumper number 8. It's a 1948 LaFrance pumper. It was put into service when it was built or when it was purchased. It was truly, you know, one of a kind. Like that was the, you know, the Cadillac, if you will, of fire trucks at the time.
Well, it sure is like a unique looking truck. Like, and I know we were talking off camera, and you said it was in use to 1980.
Yes, yes. Unfortunately, in 1980, Wren's Feed Fire, the engine gave out on it. So unfortunately, that was the last active fire we've ever had. But the good thing is, because of the history, the engine was redone. It will run now. Yep. And we will take it out on, you know, the Santa Claus Parade, any other type of community events, special events like that. So, you know, it's truly nice to have it restored.
It's great. A little bit of what's going on here.
Yeah, so these display cabinets. Again, we wanted to have items on display to show the history of the fire service in Oakville. And, you know, something as simple as, you know, all the different shoulder flashes over the years. So you can see the top left-hand corner. That was the very first one that would have been on our uniforms. And, you know, we now have our most recent one. So we have that.
Amazing history, amazing history.
Oh, it is. I mean, even stuff like our challenge coins. Wow. Our association, you know, again, when you talk about pride, you know, we have several different challenge coins. And again, it just showcases, you know, the type of history. We do have history book for our 100-year anniversary.
100 years, wow.
Yeah.
That's great.
So, oh yeah, it's unbelievable some of the stuff that's in here.
And how long have you been with the Oakville Fire Department?
You know, I've been very lucky. I've been with Oakville since 1996.
Wow, okay. Oh, wow, okay. That's great.
So.
And take us through, so let's walk around the truck here a little bit. I want to see the back of it and all that. So take us through, like, what's it like being a firefighter?
You know what? It's a very enriching job. I mean, to be able to have a job where, you know, you serve the community, you know, and unfortunately a lot of times when we meet people, we're meeting them on their worst day.
Yes.
And, you know, to be able to make just that little bit of a difference where, yeah, you know what, it might be a house fire, but to be able to interact with the public and just, you know, let them know that we're there to support them.
And is there a reason why you particularly became a firefighter?
Yeah, I went to college for fire protection engineering, and originally, I just, you know, wanted to be a firefighter, get on the trucks. But once I got introduced to the codes and standards, I realized that, hey, you know what? There's a lot more than just riding the truck. I mean, we have a fire prevention division who, that division looks after, you know, public education, code enforcement, fire investigations. We also have a training division where their main responsibility, of course, would be to train the firefighters, the captains. So, you know, and then we do have, you know, the suppression end of it. But we also have, one of our officers is in charge of our air bottles and radios and stuff. So
Very interesting.
getting to the fire service doesn't mean that,
You're just putting out fires all the time.
Yeah.
There's so much to it.
Yeah, and even with our crews, I mean, they do get involved with a lot of pub ed initiatives, community events. So even though, we're on duty 24 hours a day, very lucky that, a lot of times though, we're still responding and it's not because of a fire.
Well, this is exactly why we're here today, because we're really, we want the community to know more about, because I know a lot of people, like the only time we see firefighters when they, we gotta pull over to the side of the road, right? You're zooming by at 100 miles an hour. So we're here, we're gonna go through the rest of the facility actually. What I wanna do is today, this is a home for you guys. So you guys spend how much time a day here, like?
So in Oakville, we work 24-hour shifts.
24-hour shifts?
So we show up 8 o'clock in the morning. We're now here till 8 o'clock the next day.
Wow.
So
that's
even
really living here.
Even though it's a fire hall, we are walking to our house.
Wow.
So, we live here for the next 24 hours, and at any time, we could be having to respond for calls.
Yeah.
But, part of the thing that you want is have firefighters who are fit.
There you go.
So, as you can see on the right, we have our gym.
Our gym, we're gonna go and check out the gym now. Yeah, it is a home, right? This is a home.
Yeah. And I mean, you'll see we have weights and stuff, but we also have a lot of equipment for our hearts and stuff. I mean, it is a very demanding job.
Sure.
So you will see firefighters in here throughout the day.
Be in good shape.
Be in good shape, definitely.
Gotta be in good shape, eh?
Yeah.
So how many actually firefighters belong to this home?
So there's 2 crews.
Okay.
We have 1 pumper.
Okay.
And then we have a platform. So on any given day, roughly that would be 2 captains and 6 firefighters.
6 firefighters. Okay.
But we also have our platoon chief.
Okay.
So our platoon chief, part of their responsibility is they are, they're running the shift, at a large call, they would actually be the incident commander.
Okay.
So they would be coordinating to make sure that, whether it's, putting out the fire, maybe it was ventilating, rescuing people, that type of stuff. So they coordinate all that. So they're an incident commander.
So altogether, there's what? How many members say?
There'd be 9 here.
90?
9.
9. Okay.
9 here.
9. Okay.
Yeah.
So now we're just checking out all the offices now, right?
Yeah.
So yeah.
Each captain, platoon chief, they each have an office.
Okay.
As everyone probably could relate, yes, they go to a call, but when they come back, now they have to put all their notes into our system.
Okay.
Okay.
Interesting.
So,
Interesting. This is really, and then here we go down the hall now.
Yeah.
This is one of your training rooms you were saying off camera before.
Yeah, that's one of our training rooms.
Okay.
Another big part of the 24-hour shift is every day they're going to be training on something.
Okay.
That Carnegie Hall tech thing, how do you get there? Well, it's practice, practice, practice. It's the same thing with us with training.
Okay. So here we are now. Tell us here where we're entering now.
So just like your house, this is now our kitchen.
Nice.
So as I mentioned before, we're here for the next 24 hours.
Yep.
So that means breakfast, lunch, and dinner will be prepared here. We don't go out to a restaurant, sit down and have meals.
No. Is there a designated chef now? Do you guys have a designated cook or whatever, or everybody takes turns?
People will take turns.
People take turns.
Yeah.
Okay. Do you guys have, like you said, because since you call it a home,
Yes.
do you guys sort of have home, I guess, roles? Like somebody does this and somebody does that, or you alternate?
We're responsible for keeping the hall clean.
Yeah.
Taking out the garbage, doing the dishes, just like you'd have.
So everybody's got
in-
pitching. Everybody's
Yes.
got pitching.
Yeah.
That's great. That's
Yeah.
teamwork, right?
Well, and that's good. That's one great thing about the fire service. Lots of teamwork. It's not just one person doing any job. It's everyone.
So let's go down the hall, and I want to ask you
Yeah.
something about, I guess, enrollment. So is there any type of qualifications that the young recruits need before they come to you guys, like schooling and all that?
Yes,
Yeah.
definitely.
Yeah?
So as a minimum,
Yeah.
in the community colleges, there's a pre-service program.
Okay.
You're gonna have to have that as a minimum.
Oh, you do?
But you're also gonna need a DZ to be able to drive the big trucks.
Okay.
But that's the minimum. So
No more grade 12.
No, even though a lot of places will say grade 12.
Yeah.
It's not that way.
Nice.
So
No, we won't go in here, but this is your living quarters, right?
Yeah, this is
Yeah.
our dorm.
Yeah, so you can just film here quick, Louis, just quickly, and then we'll just pop by here just to give people a little bit of a feel of where they live and all that. Nice, perfect, okay.
Yeah.
So then we can go out here if you want.
Yes.
Here, yep.
Yeah.
This is great. This is great. So what we're doing, we're getting a tour of Oakville Station Firefighter number 3, which is just a fabulous station. Like, oh my goodness, it's just very high tech.
Yeah. So, just like again, you would have at your house. You know,
Yep.
this is our attached garage. So, the vehicles here, they're ready to roll. You know, as soon as the tones go off, we're rolling.
Wow.
So
That's
now.
great. So why don't we go around, Lewis? Why don't you go around and take a look, and Gary can describe. Let's go through the front. Yeah, see the front of the truck. So what is this one called now, Gary?
So this is pump 231.
Okay.
And
Sure, that's
this hall is a 4-bay fire hall.
Yeah.
So our platoon chief would have their vehicle here. This is our pumper 231. Then we also have our platform.
Maybe get inside of me.
Yeah, if you want to come around, you can
here.
take a look.
Get inside a little footage inside.
So these two vehicles, along with our platoon chief, are our main vehicles that respond out of this hall. We also have a command vehicle. So in the event of a lengthy call or where it's going to be multiple agencies, then we would take that truck too. But that truck is not staffed. So we would make arrangements to have another crew come here and pick it up and bring it to let's say the fire scene.
Wow.
So
This is really nice. These trucks are just.
yeah.
Now, what are these? I know you might not know. It's just a question off the top of my head, but the worth, the value.
I believe this platform, when it was purchased, would run you roughly $1 million.
Yeah, but an actual like truck. What would one of these trucks cost? Like, I wonder.
About $1
$1
million.
million.
Yeah. Yeah.
Wow.
The pumper would be a bit less.
Yeah?
That one I couldn't give you the answer to.
Okay.
But yeah, they're.
Wow.
Now the good thing is, yeah, when we do get them, they last for a while.
They last for a while.
You know, as you can tell right now, they're very clean and shiny.
Yeah, look great. Look at them.
you know.
Hey, look at that. Like, so high tech inside, right?
Oh yeah, it's. I see a difference from when I first started in '96.
Yeah.
So you know, we do have call them computers.
Let's
We've
take
got
a look at
tablets.
the other. Let's take a look at the other one over here now. Look at this one. This one's real. So what's this one called again?
This is our mobile command center.
Look at this one. Let's get that one. Go right over.
So
Make sure you get the inside of this one today too.
we have
Inside.
inside we have tables and stuff so that if we have other agencies like maybe Halton Regional Police, EMS, that type, we can sit there. We have a staff the way we can put it up and there's a camera so we can actually see what's going on the fire grounds without actually having to leave the command center.
Let's take a look at it.
So
Look at that. So tell us a little bit what type of calls you guys respond to, Gary.
you know what? Any and all.
Yeah.
We respond to a lot of medical calls.
Yeah.
So in Halton Region, it's a tiered medical response. So when you call 911 and ask for medical, you'll get EMS, of course, but you also get the police and fire.
Okay.
So, we have defibs on the truck. Everyone is trained in, basic first aid and some advanced stuff. So yeah, there's definitely medical. We do respond to a lot of alarm calls.
Okay.
Where it's fire alarm or even smoke alarms in your home monitored.
Yep.
So we have a lot of that. Motor vehicle collisions.
Yes.
Something as simple as even open air burning. So somebody's burning in the backyard and they're not following the bylaw. We get a call, we're rolling.
Okay. How about criminal? Any criminal aspects do you guys respond to, or unless you're called by the cops, I guess maybe? Or
Not really.
Not really.
I mean, even if worst case, it's an arson case.
Yeah.
Because Halton Regional Police would now be the lead for us. We would be there to support them.
Okay.
But it's not. We're not going to be rolling because of the arson itself. It's more because of the fire.
This is great. Like, this is a great facility. So I think what we want to do, because I know we've set up a full day, so I think we're going to take a commercial break. But when we come back, Gary, can you set up what we're going to be doing next? I think it was I don't want to.
Well, yeah. Because these trucks are in service 24/7. Every morning when crews are first in, they have to do what we call a truck check.
Okay.
So when we come back from commercial, we'll show you what that involves.
That's great. So again, we're here at the Oakville Fire Department, station number 3 with firefighter Gary and his team. We're just taking everybody through, getting everybody to know a little bit about our heroes in the community, what they do on an everyday basis. Stay tuned. You're watching TDC Classic Cars and the Disability Channel. I'm Jay Stoyan. We'll be right back after these commercial messages.